Welcome to Hardrock MMA 94 from the Sloan Convention Center here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Gary Thomas, soon to be joined by Kelly Patrick. We are kicking things off right off the bat with some youth grappling. Tyler Morris and Sean Meredith are going to kick us off first. The youngsters taken to the cage. Nine MMA fights tonight. 2 youth grappling matches. Kelly Patrick joining me now. Yeah, pull you up a chair. And here we go with the youngsters. Glad you could join me, Kelly.
Thank you so much. How's your coffee?
You just set it down.
Yeah, well, I just wanted our listeners and our viewers to know I had brought you a coffee. So I come bearing gifts, Gary.
What kind of coffee is this?
It is a black coffee from Starbucks.
All right.
With cream and sugar.
That's my dog. Getting things kicked off with some youth grappling. Youth grappling instructor yourself.
Yeah, I help a little bit at Gracie Jiu-Jitsu of Kentucky under Professor Scott Smith. So I wouldn't say I'm quite a youth grappling instructor, but I help with the classes a few times a week.
You're a helper.
I'm a helper, yeah.
There you go.
Take your time, Sean. Think about your position. Keep your weight. Keep your weight. Stay in control right there where you are.
Tonight's stream brought to you by B2 Digital, trading at BTDG. Our main event tonight, Ricky Jones Jr. versus Ryan Driscoll. So what you're seeing now is our youth grappling section of the card before actual mixed martial arts kicks off.
Stay to a team. Stay to a team. Stay to a team. Come on, Sean. Bypass. Think about your position. Get your leg out if you can. Come up. Come on. Work, Sean. Come on. 2 to 1. Remember? 2 to 1. Yep. Get your wrist. Sell your weight. Get your wrist. All right. Come on. Keep going. You had it. You had it. You had it. You had it. Top wrist. Look what you got, Sean. Think about it. He's hanging in tight with you. Come on. Come on. Grab his wrist. 2 to 1. Listen to what I'm saying. 2 to 1. 2 to 1. Shove it up underneath there. Keep your weight on him. Shove it up underneath there. Keep your weight on him. Look at it. There we go. Sell your
You guys can see the scroll at the bottom of tonight's fight card. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, we appreciate you here.
Sell your weight. There you go. Peel it back.
Tonight we're going to do our best to be interactive with you guys. YouTube not so much, but Facebook. We see you out there watching. Jeremy Philpott, Jarek Wilkins, Crystal Bryant. Corey Clemens joining us now. I feel like every time I take a sip of this coffee, it's going to hit my microphone. These youngsters going at it right now.
We got Tyler on the bottom, trying to shrimp into full guard is what his corner is instructing him to do. It looks like he's got a half guard from the bottom.
Sean staying heavy on top.
Sean Meredith on top. Sean is trying to get the knee down and go to side control, which he has done. Got the side control. Sean Meredith doing a good job.
Tim just cranked up the microphone on us over here. All kinds of action. No, he turned the mic on over there.
Okay.
To get the cage action.
Oh, okay. So we have some enhanced audio for our viewers.
Can we turn it down some?
We sure can. I can turn it down.
It's just got a little reverb.
Yeah, we got a little bit of static there.
Static coming in with it.
Separate, Sean. Separate again. Push it down.
Once again, we have Sean doing a good job of being nice and heavy on top. Tyler Morris on the bottom, trying to shrimp, and has regained half guard. Opens up some different sweeps and things to have the one leg secured from the bottom. If he's able to offset the weight of Sean Meredith on top.
If you're tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, do us a favor, hit that share button. Send us out there to somebody you might think would want to watch tonight. 9 big fights. Ryan Driscoll, Ricky Jones Jr. in the main event. Jason Herring, Ely John Candu. In the lightweight division, Justice Meeks, Aaron Gabbard. Fun night.
All right, that's the end of the 5-minute round.
And there it is. 5 minutes is up.
Second victory? Or does everybody get a trophy?
A little confusion on what's going on.
Go to takedown. First takedown.
First takedown wins this.
First takedown. Is it Sean or Tyler?
Looks like Tyler does come back despite being on the bottom in the majority of the match. Tyler recovers with the takedown for the victory. Great effort from both competitors.
Victory, Tyler Moss. This is what they were really fighting for. Tyler, Morgan, Rachel, Morgan. You gotta stand for it. It's okay, they won't press charges. Act like they've never done it. It's okay to smile, Tyler. I'm smiling on the inside for you, buddy.
Jason Wynell, our ring announcer for the night.
All right, folks. Once again, give it up for your winner, Tyler, and also Sean. Folks, with that, we are going to go some full combat MMA here. So let's go ahead and bring out the fighter fighting out of the red corner, Aaron Vincent.
Once again, I am Kelly Patrick alongside Gary Thomas. We're here in Bowling Green at Sloan Convention Center.
Sloan Convention, where we kicked. No, we didn't kick the year off here, did we? No, it was in Shepherdsville.
Shepherdsville in February, right?
Then here, yeah.
Yep, but not long ago that we were here.
It feels like, well, I never left.
We got 9 fights on the card for tonight.
9 fights.
Once again, I'm Kelly Patrick of
You said that already.
1450 WXVW.
Oh, now we're getting our plugs in.
96.1 FM.
I'm Gary Thomas of BluegrassMMA.com.
Interact with us via the Facebook comments section.
Yeah.
Watching the video, and we would love to have a very interactive show tonight. What we mean by that is you got some feedback, you want to support a fighter that you're tuning in for, let us know, and we will certainly give you a shout-out on the air. And
if you're watching online and you're using Twitter, hashtag HR94 for Hardrock MMA 94, we'll put your comments right up here on our screen. As you can see, the beautiful work from our good friends at LiveSportscaster.com. Tonight's stream brought to you by B2 Digital. Aaron Vincent representing Rising Phoenix in the cage right now. This is a welterweight fight. Dalton Coleman from here in Bowling Green. BG Bad Boys.
Dalton's turning into one of the more active fighters on the Hard Rock circuit.
Absolutely. See him all over, whether it be Northern Kentucky or Bowling Green or wherever we may be.
Almost seems as if, regardless of the event, if it's a Hard Rock show, Dalton Wild Boy Coleman is looking to get on the card.
His live, Facebook Live, very entertaining as he's training, whether he be in the gym or whatever he may be, working on his car parts.
Yep.
Very versatile
versatile guy. Yes, he is.
Hannibal Marley waiting for Dale Tossie's fight. That is fight number 6 on the night. We're going to kick it over to Jason. to get this fight started.
167 pounds, representing Rising Phoenix from Evansville, Indiana, Aaron Vincent. And his opponent, fighting out of the B2 Digital Blue Corner, weighing in at 167 pounds, representing the BG Bad Boys from Bowling Green, Kentucky, Dalton Wildboy Coleman. Just as talented
Excuse me.
Rachel.
Once again, we have Dalton Wildboy Coleman fighting out of the B2 Digital Blue Corner,
That's right.
and Aaron Vincent fighting out of the B2 Digital Red Corner.
Our referee for the evening, Rob Mooney. Touch of gloves, and here we go. Nice little kick to a left hand from Dalton Coleman.
Start swinging. Let him go.
Dalton connecting with some strikes, overhand right to start things off.
Kick to the body.
Start swinging. Start swinging, baby. Start swinging with it. Come on.
Aaron Vincent getting the tie up, and they go to the ground. Dalton looks like he's got working on almost a guillotine. Doesn't have much of a guard. Aaron Vincent goes to a side control, almost a technical mount.
This is our first official MMA fight of the night. 8 more to go after this. Thanks for tuning in. We see Dalton Coleman taking the back.
Taking the back. A very nice recovery by Dalton Wildboy Coleman. Looking to get his hooks in and possibly working on a rear naked choke. He may have it in. Aaron Vincent fighting to avoid the submission. It looks like Dalton Coleman may have the rear naked choke to end the fight. And he taps.
That's it. Dalton Coleman with the win.
Dalton Wildboy Coleman
Submission win in the first.
at a Bowling Green Bad Boys, able to secure the submission victory in the first round in front of his hometown crowd.
We see Dr. Sparks tending to Aaron Vincent's left eye. Looks like a little cut underneath of it. Chris Douglas asked, how are those kids fighting without being licensed through the KBWC? The youth grappling section part of the card is not sanctioned, so they're not licensed.
And it is different than fighting.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute,
but that's why they don't.
20 seconds of the very first round.
They're not eligible to be licensed.
Tap
But
out via rear naked choke.
the commission takes over as soon as the first fight starts. Thanks, Jeremiah. Yep, you've got Ryan Driscoll. Ryan Driscoll's in the main event. Jacob Dorman will be in our third fight of the night. Next up, we have our heavyweights, Ricky Muse from Ninjutsu Ryu and Big Todd Lynch from High Intensity Combat. Heavyweights.
All right, folks. So who's
Don't really
already downloaded
want to take a break during a heavyweight fight because they're usually pretty.
I think it's safe to say for Hard Rock shows, heavyweight bouts rarely go the distance.
Correct.
You're going to go out and see Vanessa and get your free Hardrock MMA t-shirt, whatever size fits you, whatever color
If you have an Android or Apple device, you can download the Hardrock MMA app from the Google Play Store or the App Store, however you see fit. Get pictures from the live album tonight, buy your tickets online, or visit hardrockmma.com. Our next event, December 9th, from the Northern Kentucky Convention Center in Covington. Debuted there earlier this year. Great venue. Look forward. Richard, tonight's card is all amateur.
Hard Rock MMA taking many steps forward with the recent acquisition of Hard Rock from B2 Digital. The new ownership group has, in combination with Vanessa and Brandon Higdon, they've really taken some steps forward, professional title fights has become a big part
We
of
have
Hardrock.
2 professional champions right now. Julio Gallegos is our light heavyweight champion. And in a stunner, Cameron Van Camp took out Q Parks to win the welterweight title in Lexington at Heritage Hall at Hardrock MMA 93.
So despite the fact that tonight's card is all amateur, there is a increased emphasis on the professional side of the promotion within Hardrock. And Gary, I don't know if we're able to announce it, but I think another title fight has been set already.
I don't think we can announce it.
Okay. But Hardrock MMA is not shying away from the professional fights, and in particular, they are even awarding professional belts. So, not just an amateur promotion, it's taken the step forward to having many of the top regional professionals in the world of mixed martial arts.
Paul says he used to fight in the convention center. You won't reach the top until you fight in shows like this. Absolutely. Everybody has to get started somewhere. Why not the Sloan Convention Center in Bowling Green? Once again, this is Hardrock MMA 94, and these are heavyweights. Todd Lynch with the corner roll action going.
Yep.
We have short hair. Would you consider? You've had longer hair though, right?
Yeah. Would I consider doing cornrows? In a certain situation, maybe. I'm losing my hair right now, so I don't think I could pull that off.
What happens after we turn 30?
Yeah, I'm going for the shaved head look, and it's not quite by choice, Gary.
It fits you well though.
Thank you.
You're a handsome man.
Thank you very much, Gary. You're a very nice gentleman yourself.
Oh. What kind of comments that? That's just.
You're a very handsome man
There
also.
you go.
There you
Tail of the tape. Todd Lynch 3-2, weighed in at 270 pounds out of Harvey's gym. Ricky Muse 1-1, slightly smaller in the weight.
And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the B2 digital blue corner.
OSP or Anderson, KO or sub. I'm going to take OSP by submission.
MMA from Franklin, Kentucky, Todd Littleman Lynch.
Here we go. Three-minute rounds in the heavyweight division.
Be still my heart, Rachel.
There's our beautiful ring girl. Jason.
Jason is
business out there.
advertising
Putting her
the
business
ring
out
girl,
there.
telling everybody she's single.
Something about Tumblr.
What?
And here we go.
Got a comment saying Rob Mooney's looking lean, and he
Big
is.
right hand from Todd Lynch. Off the jump, he's leaning
Todd
heavy on
Lynch
that.
is connecting heavily with Ricky Muse
And it's
early.
over.
It's over.
We said it before the fight, and don't blink with these heavyweight bouts
right.
because they rarely go past the first round.
Once Lynch started with that aggressive attack, Ricky Muse really couldn't go anywhere. Not that he wasn't trying to defend himself, but he was in a position where he wasn't going to be able to produce much offense there. And these are amateur fighters. They got to go back to work on Monday.
I think Todd really wanted to see Rachel again, really fast.
Eric Montgomery loves being a part of the Hardrock MMA family. He's our DJ tonight, spinning the tunes.
9 seconds of the very
9-second
first round.
TKO.
Your winner, referee stoppage due to unanswered strikes, Todd Littleman Lynch.
I think I call him Big Todd Lynch.
Is Jason just making up parts to the nickname?
Maybe I was.
I look at him and I don't think Todd Littleman Lynch, but I don't know. Matt McCarthy with the very advanced technology.
Always beefing up production here at Hardrock.
Really
MMA.
are.
Always beefing it up.
Cagecaster.com.
With the haircut. All right, so where were we? 9 seconds. If you've ever done anything for 9 seconds.
Chris Kinman watching from work. Stuck
Okay,
at work.
I like that. Chris Kinman, one of the best referees in the area.
He called us the best.
Oh, that's very
Listen,
nice
I love
of him.
Chris Kinman.
It is. It's been a while since I've
Listen,
seen him.
this night shift work for Chris Kinman's going to have to come to a stop so he can get to some of these events.
What was worse was her boyfriend then took the picture and reviewed it as well. Come on, guys.
Jason doing a little crowd work.
Jason is the ring announcer, doubles over as a little bit of stand-up.
Yeah. I just saw some stand-up last week. I
Did
saw
you?
Joey Diaz. And
Oh, yeah.
it was really
How was
good.
that?
It was really good.
Seeing live stand-up of someone who you know nationally is an interesting, very interesting, because it's always intimate. I went and saw the guy from Ladies Man, what's his name, Tim Meadows, one time, and I got to sit in the front row, and he started saying stuff, and I kind of said a couple things back. I almost got kicked out just because
can't be a heckler.
I was almost heckling. I didn't mean to. I was trying to contribute, but apparently that wasn't very wanted contributions.
Matt Waters says you guys are awesome for letting us watch this live on YouTube. Hardrock MMA is one of the best in the state, in my opinion. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Matt. We appreciate that so much. Tonight's stream is free.
It is. Great promotion from Hard Rock. As you can see from the stream, a lot of people here watching the event in Bowling Green live. Want to give a shout-out to Chad Cunningham. Says he's watching the event via the stream at Bingo.
Wow, yeah. I love Chad Cunningham.
Chad is very involved. His father involved for years with the commission. One of the black belts that I train with at Gracie Jiu-Jitsu of Kentucky, once again under Professor Scott Smith in J-Town in Louisville.
Scott Smith, shout out. If you're tuning in looking for like real professional commentary, that's not us.
Going to the wrong place.
We are here to entertain you and keep you up to speed on these fights.
Compliment each other's good looks. Zach De La Rocha, I don't know. This isn't Rage, is it?
I don't think so. JC Cantrell says if you can put together a good combo, it's a stoppage.
And introducing fighting out of the B2 digital blue corner.
Richards in Southern Illinois.
Dorman.
Richard Portman Jr. watching it in Florida.
Ricky Jones is in Texas, waiting on his son, Ricky Jones Jr.
Makes sense.
I was in this building 6 years ago, 2011.
Before I was on the scene at all.
Yeah. My first Hard Rock MMA show.
Okay.
It was in the 30s. A young Ricky Jones Jr., long braids. I was sitting on the other side of the cage. He had an amazing support behind, like that. I remember specifically from that night, his fans screaming, and he won that night, so it was amazing.
Natalie Burnett says, "Let's go, Jacob."
All right. Jacob Dorman 4-0. Matt Moore 3-3. And tonight we are in the lightweight division.
Ryan Bailey asked, "Is this the second fight?" This will actually be our third MMA fight of the evening.
Tyler Crispin endorsing me for president. I don't know what that's like. I think we've got two different feeds here.
Do we have two different feeds?
I don't. Alec wants to know where his love's at.
Alec Valentine, some of the more explosive Taekwondo kicks in the history.
I love how you just snap right in that.
In the history of Hard Rock MMA,
There you go.
arguably.
Yeah.
I don't see anyone endorsing you for president, Gary. I think you made that up.
Well, what's that say right there? Tyler Crispin.
How did I miss that? Gary Thomas for
I
president.
don't know.
Look, it's not on mine.
Well, I have an Android. You have an iPhone. We're at different stages. Ryan Bailey's waiting for Jared Morse's fight. Jared Morse is the fight after this. We're going to take an intermission after this fight, come back with Jared Morse and Dimitri Meeks. So this should be an excellent fight. You see our tail of the tape brought to you by B2 Digital. 3-3 versus 4-0. Matt Moore staying active. We just saw him in Lexington.
Weighing in at 157 pounds, representing the Kraken fight team from Maysville, Kentucky, Matt Moore.
Matt Moore, very talented.
Opponent, fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner, weighing in at
From down the road in Paducah, you see Jacob Dorman.
representing Team Bushido from Mayfield, Kentucky.
Team Bushido got a couple fighters on the card tonight. Good to see them come up.
Once again is Morgan.
There's our beautiful ring card girl, Morgan.
What's Jason Weinel saying?
It's Wynell.
Wynel, I'm sorry.
I was corrected after years of
he,
calling him Wynell.
he corrected me on that a few weeks ago, too.
Yeah.
I'll try my best to say Wynel in the future for him and his twin.
Matt Moore coming out aggressive. Dorman kind of shakes him off to the side. Dorman steps into a punch. Ooh, body kick from Dorman. Jacob Dorman in the black Reebok trunks. Matt Moore in the more Muay Thai shorts, I think. With the, is that a big line on the front? Oh, changed some kicks there. Ooh, left hand lands from Matt Moore.
Looks like a slugfest thus far.
Matt Moore has dangerous submissions. You see they're staying on the feet here. Leg kick from Dorman. Body kick, I'm sorry.
Pressure, man. Pressure.
Dorman staying calm, firing off the jab.
Move your head, work, man. Pressure, cut him off. Cut him off, man. Cut him off. Hands.
Matt Moore opened up a little bit on his nose.
Cut him off. Move to your left, man. Step left. Hands. Yeah, come on. Keep stepping left.
Trading some good shots here.
Come on, there you go.
Neither fighter seems anxious to take this to the ground.
No?
Oh, nice leg
Ooh,
kick from Matt Moore.
Good combination to follow that up by Jacob Dorman.
Richard McCraw says Jacob needs to switch kick to the head. Sounds like good instruction.
I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that.
Don't fight muscle for muscle. Come on, step, pivot. Over shoulder. Yep, that's all right.
Now we get our
Matt
first
Moore
action.
getting it to the ground. Matt Moore inside control.
Come on. Work. Keep your weight on him. Score some points here.
He's got his knee right in the armpit of Dorman.
Keep your arm out. Get your arm out. Now work. Bring those punches. Come on. Throw your weight.
Moore wanting to keep this on the ground, falling into Dorman's open guard. Dorman adjusting his hips, looking to get some guard offense.
Heavy hits. Get your arm out. Punch. Do not let him rotate. Come on, heavy.
Looks like we'll be going to the second round for the first time tonight as Dorman's kind of holding him off, looking for maybe a triangle.
10 seconds.
We've got 10 seconds left in the round. Some shots from the bottom. Moore pops up and lands a couple.
What do you think, Gary? First round looked to me like Moore was more aggressive.
Moore was aggressive.
What are you thinking?
Got the takedown. I think that plays heavy in the judges. Just by looking at the two fighters, I think Dorman did more damage. But, you know, two skilled fighters. Taking it for the first 3 minutes, have a better feel of where they're at. It was interesting that Moore did great on the ground, but it took nearly the whole round for him to pursue that.
Didn't seem like he was trying to do the takedown until late. Brent Eskridge tuning in. Brent, we appreciate you watching tonight once again. The B2 Digital free stream for Hardrock MMA 94 here in Bowling Green, Kentucky at the Sloan Convention Center.
Doesn't cost you a penny to listen to us tonight.
No, normally this type of content would be very, very expensive.
Premium under a firewall or a paywall.
I actually have a PayPal that you can forward some money to me on.
We're taking donations.
I feel I'm my value is warranted where you just send money straight to me.
All the way from Virginia, Wes Rowe says, "What's up? How are you, Wes? Hope you're enjoying the fights." Christopher Lee says Moore is more aggressive, but Dorman seems more controlled. I think he's got the W.
I can see that.
That's a good argument.
Yeah,
I'm not going to disagree with you,
fair
Chris.
analysis. Brian Hoffman with the big woo.
Let the hands go, Jacob. All right. Going into round number 2, 3 minutes on the clock, Maestro. And here we go.
How you doing, Gloria? We appreciate you tuning in. West Row. Will Moore try to take this to the ground earlier in the second round than he did in the first round, Gary? That's my question.
He's stalking Dorman. Ooh, big overhand right off the mark from Dorman. But Dorman's locked it up, and this would be Moore's chance to try to go for the double leg and drops him.
Moore with the double leg takes it down.
There you go.
Excuse me. Matt Moore may be looking for a no. He's out. Dorman with hand control there.
Moore in the side control, trying to.
I don't know why I'm looking through the cage when I'm trying to.
Yeah, we got a great view on the television set in front of us. Dorman with a nice recovery into a half guard, almost an open guard. He's got his arms tied up. Moore would like to be raining down punches, but Dorman doing a good job. There we go with the pounding. And he turned his back. Is Moore going to almost look like Moore could have went to his back there. Moore working some knees to the midsection of Dorman.
And
and Moore with another nice takedown. Moore transitioning into the side control. Knee on belly, straight to the mount. And Dorman with the recovery sweep over into Dorman's side control.
Dorman seems to be trying to recover a little bit here. Heavy on top.
This has turned into the first round was a standing slugfest. Now quite the grappling matchup. Dorman working on almost an Americana. He's got the right arm of Moore tied up. Dorman transitioning into the mount.
Shout out to Tracy Rowe. Tracy, I do indeed know Wes very well. I could call him right now if you want me to.
Prove it.
I have a voicemail from Wes from Friday.
Let's hear it. All right, he's got the triangle. Dorman has the triangle locked in. I can't see from this angle. Does he have it? It looks like he may have it.
He's locked in.
Does he have the arm across the body? He's working it. Dorman with the very impressive submission attempt. 20 seconds left.
Wow.
What a fight. Slugfest in the
Dorman
first
goes
round.
to 5-0, and we thought Matt Moore was more impressive on the ground until we get into the latter part of the second round. And
very impressive victory, in my opinion, for Dorman. He didn't seem to be in a hurry to take it to the ground, but you take it to the ground. He had a couple nice sweeps. Moore appeared to be controlling the ground game, and Dorman with the big triangle for the victory.
Well, there you go. Jacob Dorman, 5-0. Matt Moore's a warrior, though. Let's just give him some credit.
Sure.
He was the aggressor the whole fight.
And he was. And he was doing – that's the thing about the grappling is you bring it to the ground. You better bring your A game the whole time because just a little bit of positioning and then a submission, the whole thing's over. Moore was seemingly controlling the ground action with a lot of side control, knee on belly into mount, and Dorman coming through with the big triangle. Very impressive victory. It's got to be the fight of the night thus far.
So far, absolutely. We're going to go into a intermission now as we hear Jason's explaining this Danger Zone song from Top Gun.
I'd like to hear him go into more detail about the availability of the ring girls.
As a single man, I don't want to assume that you're single. But.
I'm single.
All right.
I mean, we'll see. We'll be back. We've got our work cut out for us in this intermission.
That's right. Crowd is great here. Go through some comments here. Shane giving some love to Bushido. Richard says nice fight. I agree, Richard. George Conley says Moore got sloppy trying to finish and gave it to him.
All right, anyways. All right, so we've got some front runners for free T-shirts.
You can see what Jason Wynell is talking about. If you download the Hardrock MMA app, it's available on the Google Play Store, the App Store.
But before you go,
probably can't get it on your old Nokia phone or whatever that may be, but
please pay attention. Heads up. They do hurt if they hit you in the face. I swear, I've seen it and it sucks. So please, hey, you gotta make some noise though.
I went to the Gorge recently, a little promotion for these Hard Rock Frisbees. And our man Lance Lawrence just pulled out of his truck, said, look what I've got. I got one of these Hard Rock MMA Frisbees. And spent a few hours.
At the Red River Gorge?
Yep.
You and Lance went to the Red River Gorge.
Correct, yeah.
Did you eat at what's the pizza place down there that everybody goes to?
They did go to a pizza.
Miguel's.
It may have been Miguel's. I actually left right before they went to the pizza place, but I was there for a night. It was a lot of fun.
Because you're gluten intolerant.
Well, no, not specifically gluten intolerant. I don't eat pizza.
Oh. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I got a real specific diet, Gary.
I know you do. No processed foods?
No processed foods.
Only
for
the
me.
best in that. Oh, look, we got Matt trying to put us on the spot.
We're going to be big
I'm looking
stars.
at myself.
Yeah. We look great. You look right over here at us, and then.
I don't know how I look doing
Are
this.
we going to talk through this entire intermission?
we
Gary?
could.
We could. We
Yeah.
could. We got plenty of
Let's keep
content.
talking.
I mean, I was saying I want Jason Wino to continue about the availability of the ring girls. I don't hear any more of that. How do we prompt him for that, Gary?
Maybe we bring him over here and ask him. I don't know. I don't know what to do with my hands right now.
Where do I put my hands? No, great action thus far. I would say Matt Moore versus Jacob Dorman was a fight of the night candidate. Once again, we have a total of 9 MMA fights on the card tonight. We had.
Hold on, can we do this like a selfie cam here? Let's see if we can just. Oh wow!
What kind of is this brand
Look
new,
at
Matt?
all this debris on my shirt.
Is that dandruff?
No, probably from my beard.
Okay.
Like I don't know how this works. Like how we.
No, is this brand new? Once again, we have our man Matt McCarthy of CageCaster.com.
I don't want to break this.
Tim Bryan.
This
they
feels
bring
expensive.
state-of-the-art technology to Hardrock MMA. There's Matt McCarthy, Tim. They do a great job of bringing this stream to you. If you don't like great
I feel like you got to get the up
MMA
angle 'cause
fights for free from the comfort of your own couch at your home, then I don't know what what you're into, because this is great action.
UFC 217 tonight, though. It's an amazing card.
True, but we're early. This is a brief, relatively brief card tonight for Hard Rock MMA 94. We will finish with plenty of time to watch the great card tonight from UFC.
We'd like to hear your predictions. I think Cody Garbrandt's going to smash TJ Dillashaw.
I know you have a relationship with Cody Garbrandt.
He probably doesn't even remember me.
He follows you on Twitter. We got our man Todd Neal from the commission.
Let's follow Todd.
Let's follow Todd.
There's Juan Valley of
Juan
Bluegrass
Valley.
MMA.
Give a shout out to Juan Valley. Juan Valley, David McKinney, Gary Thomas Jr. Occasionally.
I like how you're specifically calling me Junior.
Am I the only one who holds on to that?
Yeah.
Was that your Twitter account at one point?
Gary Thomas MMA.
Okay. Where
But
did
I think it says that's my name.
Okay.
So we're going to go to intermission here, guys. On Twitter at hashtag HRMMA94. Keep the stream going. Talk amongst yourselves. We're going to get a break here. Oh, look, now it's behind me. Look at that wave.
My man Brent Eskridge says, nice V-neck, Kelly. Derek approves. I mean, these are the new, very stylish V-necks. I don't know if anyone's seen them yet, but
yeah.
Vanessa and Brandon have done a great job of the marketing side of things.
You got that on the house?
Yeah, no comment on that. But, yeah, it's a great V-neck. They're taking a step forward with the promotional gear. Gary has a nice old-school Hard Rock shirt.
There's only 2 of these exist.
Wow. Okay, who has the other?
Jason Wynell wearing it right now.
Okay, Jason Wynell. Okay. We're going to head to a break. We'll be back with...
I feel like maybe we could bring somebody over and do karaoke to this Fresh Prince song.
It's a great idea. Do we have any... we got some action over here, Matt. Look, we got some dancing. Let's get that. That's good. Yeah.
We can just comment on the crowd. Is anybody talking about this while we're...
Let's see what we got here.
I put my phone up.
Okay, yeah. Brent Eskridge asking who we think's going to win. I'm going with Garbrandt over Dillashaw.
Absolutely.
What are the other big fights for tonight? Refresh me.
You've got Thug Rose.
Thug Rose.
Well, yeah, we'll get that. But
who's going to pick Thug Rose, though? Joanna's going to win that, right?
Listen, I don't know that. Somebody posted earlier that who would have thought in 2017 the toughest person on the card would have been a 115-pound female fighter.
From Poland.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay, so Thug Rose. What about George St. Pierre and Bisping?
Oh man, I don't know. They're old, man. They're old.
They are old. I have a feeling George St. Pierre is going to
grind out a decision.
Grind out a
somewhat
boring wrestling match, and he's going to control the fight, and it's going to be a decision. What do you think?
If he loses, what's that do for his legacy?
For George St. Pierre?
I mean, he's been off for several years. Comes back. He's fighting, 185.
You're right, because if he did not come back. Now, admittedly, there's a big payday for him, so there's an incentive.
Yeah.
And additional fights beyond this. If he did not come back, he's right now what? Where's he rank all time? Pound for pound.
Top 2 for me.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe Anderson Silva, John Jones,
yeah,
maybe.
That was a super fight that we wanted.
Could
5
still
years
happen.
ago.
Could still happen.
But what's it mean? What's it mean? Would you rather see
kind of like Ken Shamrock against Hoist Gracie last year? right?
Yeah.
Is it that big of a difference between those two?
But you know, those fights draw like.
Oh, they do.
You know,
I
like
tuned in.
What are you looking at?
I'm checking out your shirt. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, like you watch those freak show fights. Look at our upcoming fights: December 9th, Covington, Kentucky, at the Northern Kentucky Convention Center. February 3rd, Shepherdsville, Kentucky, March 3rd. Lexington. We're back here in Bowling Green on April 14th. Follow us on Twitter at Hardrock MMA. You're probably on our Facebook page or our YouTube right now. What?
I'm going to ask our man Matt McCarthy, where do we buy? Christopher Lee's asking, where do they buy these very stylish hardrockmma.com? You can get. I can't guarantee you're going to look as cool as Gary or I look in the apparel.
I have a hoodie. I have a T-shirt.
Wow. I'm waiting for him to come out with some boxers.
I mean, we could do that. I mean, you got to brand everything.
Hard Rock, in all seriousness, Hard Rock's done a great job. I mean, when you talk longevity, coming up on their 100th show, we're at Hard Rock 94 today. I mean,
we're going to hit 100, you know, mid-year 2018. Did you drink all your coffee?
I'm almost done with it, yeah. Let's
coffee.
keep going with these comments. I don't see why we don't continue with these comments.
This is the Ask the Commentator. What? Yeah, we're live. No. I'll take a break.
Got anything you want to get off your chest, Juan? Anything you want to anything you want to say? Got a lot of interaction for today's stream.
If you feel like the need, please share. We're no Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier, whoever's helping him tonight.
You think it's Cormier?
I don't know.
I like Cormier. What do you think of Cormier?
Did you see the bit with where he had the cord? He kept pulling the cord to his headset.
Nope.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Tyler Shipp chiming in December 9th.
Tyler going for his third title in a
dropping down in weight.
Listen,
have you seen his pictures lately?
He's skinny, Tyler.
He got out of high school and he just started really dropping.
Like I feel like I need to go back and maybe try for something and just drop that weight.
No reason at the fresh age of 37.
Just turned 37.
You should be able to drop a bunch of weight like Tyler Shipp. It looks easy.
He makes it look easy.
He does.
Sure.
He looks very thin right now. What's he down to?
He's going to fight for the 185-pound title. Went from heavyweight to 185. I don't know. Juan's made that jump before, though.
From heavyweight down to 185.
Didn't last long.
He can make that cut.
I found food.
He found food.
Brent Eskridge says you two are doing a great job. We appreciate that, Brent.
Did you pay him to say that? Be honest.
No comment. No comment. I do train with Brent, so I mean, you know. Maybe I paid him, maybe I didn't. Shane saying, great job, guys. We appreciate all the interaction. Once again, if you want to chime in on anything to do with tonight's free stream via B2 Digital, trading at BTDG, get at us either in the comments section of the Facebook stream or on Twitter at hashtag HRMMA94.
There you go.
After this intermission, we've got 5 fights left on the card.
That's right. Who's the best card tonight? Or between Hard Rock and UFC?
It's a toss-up.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the UFC.
I don't know.
Bellator put on an amazing card last night. All of our friends from Pennsylvania, not all of them had good success, but Dom Mazzato with a brutal finish. Bloodied his dude up. Francis Healy win? Did Francis Healy win? Francis Healy? I think he lost. Oh, well, sorry about that. Any good fighters out of Shepherdsville? I think when you go to Shepherdsville, you get a lot of the Area 502 guys, and you've got your Lance Lawrences, and there's a good base of fighters around Shepherdsville, mostly from Louisville. But
you say Shepherdsville, that's basically
Louisville.
Yeah, and yes, there are many good fighters out of
listen,
Louisville right
David
now.
McKinney's watching now.
Okay.
Is there something you'd like to say to your former partner?
Well, I've got really high expectations now that I need to live up to.
David
David is arguably the best in the business, in all seriousness.
I think you two make it. I'm just a fill-in.
Okay. You're just a fill-in for the current state of Hard Rock MMA.
Ooh, OSP just won by a head kick KO. Thank you, Jeremy Philpott.
Wow.
Jeremy Philpott, one of the most established, experienced amateur fighters in Kentucky's history. I love Jeremy Philpott. Just saw him in Knott County not too long ago. So, yeah, as we stroll through this intermission, we're just going to keep talking. We'll probably take a break in the second intermission because my voice, I went to a football game last night, the cold air.
sometimes Gary's energy at the very beginning of the telecast is real high.
And it dwindles, yeah.
And it dwindles.
Are you all going to do Facebook Live?
It's a great question, Ryan Bailey.
What's out the events?
He's asking if every Hard Rock
All
MMA
the events,
event will be Facebook Live.
Absolutely. For now.
However, if the show isn't standing room only, if all the seats aren't sold, according to our man Brandon Higdon,
Yeah, according to him, yeah.
there may be a situation.
Let's be honest. Let's throw it out here right now. Nobody's going to. They're going to cut this intermission out. They're all going to be live. We're all, just count on it. We would love for you to buy a ticket and be here.
So you're saying no one's going to hear this after the fact?
Don't tell nobody. Just
Okay.
between me and you, Kelly.
If that's the case, Gary, let's go ahead and announce some future pro title fights on the horizon for Hard Rock. What do you got, Gary? I know you are the ultimate source for MMA in the state of Kentucky. You and Juan Valley.
The buzzer.
The buzzer. The air horn. The air
They
horn.
just came in at the right time. Jason Wynell telling everybody to make their way back.
Big fight on the horizon is March 3rd in Lexington, Kentucky. I think if you're eyeballing a big fight, it would be that of Jamal Muhammad and Adam Fritz. Here, let's take this away from Gary. Let's take this. Let's have our man Juan Valley put this on. Juan writes for BluegrassMMA.com out of Cincinnati.
It feels good to actually be on here.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It was hard to hear you guys.
Hard to hear us being that you didn't have a headset on.
Correct.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You know.
And the music here is really loud.
I was telling our listeners that if you're looking for a big, almost a mega fight, kind of maybe a Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, or maybe not a freak show quite like that, maybe a Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, something that's got a lot of anticipation, it would be March 3rd, 2018 in Lexington, Jamal Muhammad and Adam Fritz. What are your thoughts on that fight? What is the magnitude of that fight?
The best thing about that fight was when they were just in Lexington a few weeks ago.
We were both there.
They were supposed to fight. They didn't. They took a picture together while watching the fights, and Jamal Muhammad had a serious look on his face. Adam Fritz being his goofy-ass self.
They're both just really nice guys.
No, they are.
They were sitting next to each other.
It was a phenomenal photo.
But those are two very impressive MMA fighters.
Absolutely. That's gonna be a great fight.
One out of Richmond, AFS, Adam Fritz, and then Four Seasons, Jamal Muhammad.
Right. Not too far from each other. It's gonna be in.
So Lexington and Richmond, half an hour apart? So,
sure.
I mean, that
sounds about right.
Yeah. And it'll be they're in Lexington, so right in their stomping ground.
Right. Muhammad's stomping ground. He's gonna have a huge crowd out there.
Second time ever Hard Rock MMA will be in Lexington.
Yeah, and that's going to be a huge, huge fight for the fans there.
While we got you on the air here, Juan, you want to give a plug for your Twitter account?
You mean to tell me Gary hasn't done that at all tonight?
For your Twitter?
Oh, no, I mean, nobody wants to follow me.
What about you, the Magic Don Juan?
I changed it.
Did you?
Yeah.
How could you top the Magic Don Juan, damn it?
I have to be more professional.
You really?
Yeah. Plus the Magic
What does Don Juan insinuate? Why did you ever have that? Is that like a real manly man who goes around and has
Are you pulling my chain? You don't know who Don Juan is?
But okay.
Do you?
Tell our listeners. No, I don't. No.
That honestly, listeners, he is horrible at directions. We literally, before the show started tonight, went
out and got some Starbucks.
I don't drink Starbucks. I went with him. He did not know how to navigate back. Literally half a mile down the road. We left here. He's driving. He's the one who took us from the venue here to Starbucks. Didn't know his way back.
Could you answer my damn question? Why did you switch? What's your new Twitter account?
Everything online is I am Juan Valley.
I am Juan Valley. Okay, actually, it's been that for a while now, hasn't it?
It's for a good while.
It sounds familiar. I am Juan Valley.
Yeah, it's more professional that way.
Juan, Juanvalle.
Correct.
Once again, writes for BluegrassMMA.com. Bluegrass MMA covers mixed martial arts, not just in the state of Kentucky, but in the entire Ohio Valley region.
That is 100% correct.
What are some interesting stories you've written about as of late?
You should check it out, BluegrassMMA.com.
Mm-hmm.
David McKinney's been the man behind the scene right now running the show.
Okay.
His Twitter handle, which you should follow, is at MMA McKinney. And I believe that's his handle everywhere as well. But a lot of good stuff. Just head over to BluegrassMMA.com, check them all out.
Nothing in particular of significance as of late?
No, not
No.
as of late.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been pretty low-key here lately on the local MMA scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hard Rock MMA. Okay, we talk about the local MMA scene. Tell our listeners about how many promotions are there in the state of Kentucky? Is it just Hard Rock MMA?
No, there's 3.
Okay. 3, specifically 3. They've got Billy Donovan's up in northern Kentucky. I think it's Premier MMA. Gary Thomas Jr. is correcting us. Why are, what's that? You're going to see how many I can list? What?
No.
Give him his headset back.
What I'm doing right now.
Damn it, Juan.
I'm being a horrible interviewee. I'm making you do all the talking because you don't talk. man.
Congratulations. Congratulations. You did a great job of being a horrible interviewee. All right, we got our man Gary Thomas Jr.
That's right.
back.
I really didn't go anywhere. I was standing right next
All
to
he really did was come on here and take shots about me and my ability to take directions. And
Yeah.
I'll summarize it by I don't appreciate Juan's appearance on the free stream tonight.
You gave him the headset.
I gave him the headset because you were talking to the damn ring girls.
No.
Who were you talking to over there?
I was talking to Brandon. I was seeing if we could announce these fights.
Oh, okay.
James Adcock versus Donnie Ballou. Donnie Corbell versus Brandon Campbell.
Here, okay.
Can't really tell you anymore.
You know, okay.
I hope they wrote it down real quick.
Elaborate. What are the dates?
Those are all December 9th. Those are your pro fights December 9th. Tyler Shipp will be fighting Nathan Pierce for the 185 title. I saw somebody ask that. Christopher, there you go. Josh Blanchard. Who's Josh Blanchard?
Who's Josh Blanchard? Josh, obviously a very successful professional MMA fighter out of Louisville, Kentucky. Hasn't fought in, few years?
Been a while.
Yeah. Before we jump into this next fight, Gary, what are the 4 promotions in the state of Kentucky?
You've got C4 in Western Kentucky, Paducah. Yona, who's here, that's the team Bushido. He heads that up. They've got a great promotion out in the west part of the state. You've got Premier MMA in Northern Kentucky. You've got Hard Rock MMA. You've got Warrior FC.
Okay.
We have Jared Morris versus Dimitri Meeks. Catchweight of 130 pounds here. We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love doing this. B2 Digital bringing you this free stream. If you like it, hit that share button. Tell them what's up. Right?
Certainly.
Right.
And we are encouraging you to interact with us on the free stream tonight.
That's
brought
right.
to you by B2 Digital, trading at BTDG. All you have to do is either tweet at us at hashtag HRMMA94 or simply comment under the video on Facebook.
That's right. All right, Kelly, let's do one for the snap. Come over here.
Am I in there?
I don't know how do you work this.
Here,
Go
you
sideways?
got to get it sideways.
I don't know where to look, though, when we do it sideways.
Yeah, where do I put my hands?
That's awful.
It's blurry. Jeez.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 127 pounds, representing Team
Tail of the tape, Dimitri Meeks, 0-1. BG Bad Boys. Kelly's getting some supplemental information from Jared Morris's corner.
Out of the B2 Digital Blue corner, weighing in at 131 pounds, representing BG Bad Boy, from Bowling Green, Kentucky, Dimitri Meeks.
See our B2 Digital tail of the tape.
And in unrelated news, Rachel.
We have Jared Morris fighting out of the red corner with the black and white trunks. Jared is out of Team Hurt from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, coached by Tim Hurt, black belt under Carlson Gracie. Jared is a brown belt.
And here we go. Touch the gloves.
There you go. Go ahead and set it up. Well, cheap shot. Make him pay for it.
You got the coaching from Tim Hurt and also Crystal Bryant in the corner of Jared Morris.
It's over.
We can get into more details on that at a later time, but what are your thoughts on the
I thought coming at you.
On the touching of the gloves.
Listen, it's got to be clean. You touch gloves, you take a step, then you go. You don't touch gloves and hit at the same time. That's just common courtesy, right? Bruce Phillips from West Tennessee. What? So what's your thoughts? If you saw how this fight started?
Good job, Jared.
Someone blinked. I told you not to blink.
Good, stay
I have no idea what happened.
Keep that knee to the gut.
In the ribs. Each side.
At the end of the day, that was a very quick victory for Jared Morris.
Very quick.
Lawrenceburg, Kentucky.
We
Team Hurt.
Under a minute?
Oh, yeah, under a
30
minute. That was very quick.
See.
Carlson Gracie black belt is Tim Hurt, obviously from Team Hurt, Lawrenceburg, Kentucky.
We see Dave Merce, Dr. Sparks in there.
Now, it's a formality a lot of times when you start the fight to touch gloves, Gary.
It's optional.
How do you describe it then? Yeah, and I'm not, just for the sake of debate.
It's a sportsmanship type.
We saw Floyd Mayweather and Victor Ortiz, what was that, 7-8 years ago, where after a round they tried to touch gloves and Mayweather got what was considered a cheap knockout. This in no way was did that impact the outcome of the fight?
No, it did not.
Jared the Dragon Morris.
Big victory for Jared the Dragon Morris.
Morgan in there taking a picture.
All right.
Jason Wynell coming in.
These as they go. There's like 58 photos. Shannon, where you at? Shannon Murray. Yeah.
Tyler Shipp said that's it. I think we caught a fight where we did that before. Ended up losing. We did.
If you're picking up
Like
on the
deja
plane
vu.
now.
Good job, Tyler Shipp, for refreshing our memory. You've been the topic of conversation, Tyler.
Okay, when you hashtag
If you want to stay on the
and hashtag soldiers,
topic of our dialogue here on the B2 Digital free stream for Hardrock MMA, all you got to do is interact with us on Facebook or Twitter.
That's right. Pause as we get paid.
some of you little ones out there, our future. Our future. So. All right, folks, let's go ahead and bring out the next fight of the evening. This is in the 155-pound weight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, Dale Tossi.
Dale Tossi coming in, 0-4, looking for his first win. Taking on Tim Morris, who had a Billy Scott's Catch Wrestling up
Smiths Grove, Kentucky.
just down the road.
Dale Tossi 0-4, so obviously has the experience advantage. On the other end, Tim Morris making his amateur debut.
That's right. Somebody's getting their first win. Excuse me. We are live at the Sloan Convention Center. I'm Gary Thomas. That's Kelly Patrick, and that's Dale Tossi talking to Jamie Evans at the cage. You see our ring girls.
We've got some feedback on the Facebook stream saying that's what he gets.
Karma has its way of...
in response to
Joe Miller's watching.
Meeks.
What's up, Joe Miller? Couple people saying, let's go Taco.
And fighting out of the B2 Digital Blue corner, Tim Morris.
Tim Morris, amateur debut. From Smiths Grove, just down the road. All right, we're going to fight. What's your walkout song?
Oh, damn, that's a great question. I like Passenger from the Deftones.
Yeah? Would it be like something intentional, or would you try to make it lighthearted and fun?
It depends. It depends on what route I was going. I like Passenger. It's got Maynard James Keenan in it.
Touring with a perfect circle right now?
Yes. Yep. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt.
There wasn't a gym close enough, so he just
Built his own. It'd be cool to be a
Like
real
just
wealthy,
rich, yeah.
receiving all these royalties from Tool and Perfect Circle and his own band Crucifer.
Once again,
There we go.
ladies and gentlemen, this contest is in the 150
CRB2 Digital Tail of the Tape lightweight division. Dale Tossi 0-4. Tim Morris making his amateur debut.
What about you, Gary? What would your walkout song be?
You know,
When you do make your debut.
When I do make my
when
debut.
you make your MMA debut.
I don't know. Like if it's gonna be hard, like hardcore, probably something by Slipknot. If not, maybe like I don't know, maybe something by Katy Perry
Okay.
or Kesha.
Okay, Kesha. Did you see Kesha try to hug Jerry Seinfeld?
No, I did not.
You did
work
not
out.
see that clip?
No, did not work out
He had
for
no
him.
idea who she was.
Oh.
It was in the middle of an interview, and she came up, tried to hug him, and he just refused. He's kind of anal. He's
Oh.
kind of
Big shot.
big shot, but also almost like Asperger's, or he's like a real specific type guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was not feeling her hugging him and just completely shut her down.
Here we go. Clean touch the gloves here.
Dale Tossi out of the red corner with the all-black trunks. Tim Morris,
Wearing the Hayabusa board shorts.
blue corner with the black and white trunks, the longer trunks. It's Tim Morris. At the clinch against the cage. Tossi with the hook.
Smiles from
Tim Morris is feeling good in there.
yeah.
Wow, he connected. Tim Morris with the big right hand to Tossi's chin. Working some knees. Tossi has Morris against the cage. Nice takedown from Morris right into side control. Tossi is trying to be heavy and has transitioned into the mount.
That's Morris.
I'm sorry, Morris on the top.
Oh,
Very nice
Yeah,
sweep
there you
right
go.
into the guard. Tossi with the sweep and Morris working the open guard.
oh. Ooh, clean. Kelly. Or, I'm sorry, Tim Morris. Starting to put some things
Oh, big knee to the head for Tim Morris. Rob Mooney separating Tim Morris from Tossi. Morris is all fired up, and with the highlight reel style knee to the head.
together. Absolutely.
Very impressive amateur debut for Tim Morris out of Billy Scott's Catch Wrestling.
Excuse me. See Dr. Sparks conferring with our referee. Nice, but Amy or not. That's an early stoppage.
What do you think, Gary? We got Jeremiah Robertson saying that was an early stoppage, regardless whether it's pro or amateur.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute, 30
I don't know.
seconds of
From where I'm sitting, it looked to me to be a
knockout. Tim Tucker.
stoppage-worthy knee to the head.
You don't want to see anybody take too much damage, especially as an amateur.
Sure.
Like I said, they got to go to work Monday.
Alec Valentine weighing in, saying he thought it was early.
Tossi's been suspended 60 days
Table 7. Rachel, table 7.
for the knockout.
Hey, my bad. I can't read backwards. Did Taco Bell do something on a stolen base? Knockout by Taco. Should be 3 tacos from Taco Bell. Oh, I tweeted it. They haven't hit me back yet. All right. I just want to personally thank you guys for actually uploading these pictures. They're flat out hilarious. Little, I have to say it, but a little less boobage, please, ladies. I had to say it. You don't have to listen. I know. I just got to say it. It's in the contract. All right, once again, for you latecomers.
Hannabella chiming in, Hannabella Marley, saying she feels the stoppage was too early. The consensus on the Facebook feed is that would have been an early stoppage. Rob Mooney playing it conservative and stopping the amateur when he took the, what you can't suggest was not a very aggressive knee to the head.
Absolutely.
However, many of the people chiming in are in fact fighters or friends of fighters, and I can understand.
I understand that.
Yeah, you train for a long time. You put a lot of preparation into this, and you see Tassi was able to walk out on his own, under his own control. You know, he popped right back up. There will always be room for debate when it comes to a stoppage. Tyler Haley saying these short fights are killing me. Not the biggest number of fights in the history of Hardrock MMA. We've got 9 fights tonight, and they are, in fact, ending relatively quickly, Gary. To be an early night, almost as if the MMA gods are watching out for us and our chance at watching some of these main events for UFC tonight.
Maybe so.
You going to go somewhere and watch the fights?
I think, yeah, if we can find a spot.
I would say we could have Juan back on later to chime in, maybe a little bit of his insight into what he thinks into the UFC fights. But last time I had him on, all he really did was insult me. So, not feeling that so much, Gary.
Yeah, I've got a room with him tonight. So.
Oh, my God. Sounds horrible. Jacob Howard, the lone supporter of referee Rob Mooney's stoppage. Jacob Howard saying good stoppage. Anytime there's something subjective, such as a stoppage for a cage fight, Gary, there will always be plenty of room for...
Very subjective.
Very subjective. Plenty of room for debate.
Thomas argues in the cage. We are waiting on Josh Rivera from E-Town Beatdown.
Daniel Ski saying hard blow, but a little quick on the stoppage.
Ricky Jones says health is more important than entertaining fights.
That's
Amen.
that's the main event. The father of Ricky Jones Jr.
Yep.
chiming in saying the health is what's important for these guys.
I agree. You can't be mad if you err on the side of health, right? Like, you can't be mad at that.
Difficult to really make a case against that.
Our upcoming shows, December 9th at the Northern Kentucky Convention Center in Covington, Kentucky, February 3rd in Shepherdsville, March 3rd in Lexington, April 14th back here in Bowling Green. See Josh Johnson there. Really a pioneer on the scene of Kentucky mixed martial arts. Been around a long time, black belt.
One of the longest black belts. Longest running black belts. Is that the correct verbiage?
I would say
one of the first Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts in the state of Kentucky.
Yes.
Obviously,
him, Michael Donald.
Michael Donald comes to mind.
We'll see him in a little bit. He was here. You know this song?
I do not. You?
No. Sounded good.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is in the 145-pound weight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 146 pounds.
How far away are you from 145 pounds?
I weigh about 175 right now.
So that cut would be
It would be what?
It would be hard for you.
It would be difficult, but, you know, our man Lance, he's gotten up to about 170.
Is he taller than you?
Oh, yeah. I'm just under 5'10". He's about 6. I think 6'2".
When is Q Parks fighting again? I don't know, Jacob. I'm not sure.
From Elizabethtown, Kentucky,
4 fights left. This is Thomas Argue versus Josh Rivera. Rivera in the gray trunks. Argue in the red ones. Agree? Argue? Well, I don't know. clarification.
Got clarification. It's Thomas Agru
There you go.
in the red corner with the red trunks. Keeps it easy for us.
That's right.
Thomas Agru.
Comes out left hand off the mark.
Obviously,
Rivera.
Josh Rivera in the gray trunks. Fighting out of the blue corner. Thomas Agru with the big left hand in the tie up against the cage.
Agru with Rivera pressed against the cage. Matt Elam. Antonio, what's up, man? Thanks for joining the stream. I'm not often in awe of a lot of people, but our man Antonio was watching the stream. Amazing photographer. He actually, my only interaction ever was he videoed some fights in Louisville like 3 years ago, but does amazing work.
Josh Rivera on the bottom in the gray trunks. Against the cage. Difficult to work an open guard like this when you're against the cage and trying to get your...
Not much room to move.
Not a whole lot of room for offense. At the same time, can be advantageous to avoid being, you know, the strikes raining
Such
down
good
on
work,
you.
Man.
Thomas Agru.
Agru heavy on top.
On the top.
Can you really say heavy on top when you weigh 145 pounds?
It's all relative, Gary.
Pressure. Pressure from the top.
Pressure
Oh,
from
we're going for some leg lock action? No.
And
Rivera gets to escape.
Rivera raining the punches down from the back. This is not a good position for Thomas Agru.
Needs to defend himself here. Doesn't have really anywhere to go.
Rob Mooney with the stoppage. Will we get people saying that was an early stoppage, Gary? I don't know. From a health perspective,
Agru didn't have anywhere to go, right?
No.
I mean, he was stuck there. Maybe if that was on a different part of the cage, it would have been easier. But he had nowhere to go. His back was against the cage. Tough spot to be in.
Big win for Josh Rivera at an E-Town beatdown.
Brian Kerr joins us. What's up, Brian?
All right, someone take the phone away from Danielle. Whoever Danielle, take her phone away.
Jason Wynell.
Jason is
He's on his game tonight.
he's
You and I had a
going
big
after it.
coffee each. He's doing well himself.
T-shirt, I guess. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute, 53 seconds. Your winner, referee stoppage due to unanswered strikes, Josh Rivera.
Josh Rivera gets the win.
Got some feedback on the free stream tonight. Once again, brought to you by B2 Digital, trading at BTDG, Hardrock MMA 94 here in Bowling Green, Kentucky, at the Sloan Convention Center. You're able to watch the fights from the comfort of your couch at home. And we appreciate you interacting with us on the live stream. We have Matt Mudd saying that was silly. He was defending himself.
And when we come back,
Robert Woodside says he was covering up, but soaking punches to the sides of the head, that's giving up.
we have Rachel, we have Morgan. They
Rachel and Morgan.
Screamers.
Oh, my God.
Why now?
Jason Wynell not holding back on the commentary tonight.
No, he's all about it.
Did you hear that, Matt?
Sprinklers.
That was good. That was
Rachel. Back here, and that way. Watch the sprinklers. All right, get it, girls. All right, watch your face. You gotta be loud, folks. Loud.
We're giving away some frisbees.
Oh, not very nice throw from Rachel.
Morgan tosses it.
Morgan, and nice catch by the lady in green. Did we get some footage of that, Matt? If we could get some better footage, I mean, I appreciate the shots of us earlier, Matt, but I mean, this frisbee being tossed out is where it's at. I saw a couple beautiful. They were 2 for 2, Gary, with the throws and the catches.
I think we're going to take a break here.
Got Donald Ernest Epperson saying, go Aaron Gabbard.
He'd given up.
Jamal Chap Allen saying he'd given up. He was waiting for the stoppage.
You want to take a break?
We can take a break. We'll be back. Be sure to stay tuned. Once again, the free stream of tonight's fights brought to you by B2 Digital, trading at BTDG. This is Hard Rock MMA 94. Gary and I will be back. Stay tuned.
Dude, you look so wasted. Are you even 21? No drinking. Good. You already look wasted. All right. Whitney. Where's Whitney? Yeah. Great ploy to get me on there. Fantastic. That's cheap. Let's try that, Whitney. Let's try. And your dude is huge. Give him a butt kick. All right. Michael Harrington and Danny Scott. Michael Harrington and Danny Scott. Where are you? All right. These guys took pictures of the ring girls. Too easy. Way too easy, fellas. I need you to try a little harder. Brian Cantrell, where are you at? Where? Okay, where's the you and the other guy? Your beard game is strong. Nice. Fantastic. All right. We've got a couple first timers. All right. Jacob.
All right, we're back.
Welcome back to Hard Rock MMA 94, live from the Sloan Convention Center here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I'm Kelly Patrick.
I'm Gary Thomas. Together we make a beautiful team.
Free stream tonight, brought to you courtesy of B2 Digital, trading at BTDG.
That's right. OTC Pink Company. I learned that this week. Guys, download the Hard Rock MMA app. Go to the Hard Rock MMA 94 live album. There's over 145 pictures on there right now. So you get a taste of kind of what we're doing here tonight, like the fun atmosphere of what it is.
But we do have our winner.
We're getting our picture taken right now. We are kind of famous.
We're big deals.
I mean, it's something like that. You know, it's just, I don't know.
Literally hundreds of people.
I feel like we've turned this into our show tonight.
I hate to do that, but I do feel it's warranted.
I mean, sometimes.
We're both wearing official Hard Rock MMA apparel. I mean, this is really taking a step to the next level, Gary.
Todd Neal poses a question. I want to send this out here to our viewers right now. Can you defend a butterfly tattoo on a guy, on a male?
Butterfly.
I mean, well, seriously.
When did he post that? Was that in the middle of the fights?
That was in the middle.
Was it really? Let's see. What's the time?
That was 27 minutes ago.
That was definitely. He must have seen one tonight, right?
I'm assuming that's how it goes.
Now, he saw one. I didn't pick up on one from one of the shirtless fighters.
I didn't really pay attention to that.
So I assume he saw one that was visible on the outside of somebody's shirt, or maybe someone's wearing shorts. Probably not. It's not shorts weather so much.
No.
So I'd like to know where Todd saw this, or if that was just a random thought going through Todd's head. Maybe he's contemplating getting one.
Maybe so. That may be what it is.
A lot of people.
What would you say? What would you say to a man? Said, hey, I'm really thinking about getting this tattoo. Really cool. It's a butterfly.
I'd say if you want it, I'd say, why do you want it? And they say, I just like how it looks. I'd say go for it. Really.
Does placement matter? Like, if we're lower back, you know.
You're trying to look real masculine, and if they're saying I'm trying to look like a badass.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going for. I'd say, hey, that probably isn't going to fit that mold. But if you like it, I say go for it. Cliche answer, but we've got our next fight, Justice Meeks out of Bowling Green Bad Boys, being brought to the cage by his man Dalton Wild Boy Coleman. Dalton with a big victory earlier tonight via the rear naked choke. Justice is turning into one of those regular Hard Rock MMA fighters.
Taking on Aaron Gabbard from right here, Billy Scott's Catch Wrestling. Robert Woodside says, nah, bro. I wonder if Robert, is that about our butterfly tattoo?
Okay. I understand the MMA world is a machismo type thing.
Yeah, I mean,
that's not going to fly with a lot of people. My thing is, if you like it, get it. But I would love to hear. So I'm sorry. What's the response? He says, nah, bro.
He says, nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
What about Aaron Gabbard's beard?
Okay.
Like, it is luscious. I had a long beard like that before. His just looks good, well maintained. What's he wearing?
He's coming out with the.
Whoa!
Aaron Gabbard with the quite the getup. He's got the hat, the mask. I like that.
Yeah.
I like bringing theatrics into the world of MMA.
Make it fun. Just make it fun. Like we're doing tonight, we're making it fun.
Kind of like the butterfly tattoo. If you like it and it's fun for you,
absolutely,
go for it. You know, live it up.
YOLO. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Tonight's stream brought to you by B2 Digital. You see him there in the blue corner all night long. Hardrock MMA 95, December 9th. Northern Kentucky Convention Center. Tickets available at hardrockmma.com. If you like what you see, it's amplified 25 times being here in person.
That really is true. I host a radio show in Louisville, AM/FM, and I cover all sports, basketball, football, baseball. So I grew up as a fan of traditional sports, not so much MMA.
Right.
Going to an MMA event live truly is the most exciting sporting event. I've been to NBA, NFL, MLB. This is the most exciting sporting event that you can go to. It's local MMA.
We need to go to a UFC event.
I have not been to a UFC event.
I mean, it's nowhere as fun as the Sloan Convention Center, to be honest.
Are you being facetious? You being sarcastic, Gary?
No, it's pretty fun.
No, I can't imagine the intimate environment. You get to get so close to the cage at these Hard Rock shows.
I'm with A.A. Ron. That's one of the best Key and Peele skits ever.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Jeremiah. A.A. Ron. Aaron Gabbard, Justice Meeks, two local fellas here. They didn't have to travel far to get here tonight. Ryan Driscoll's in the main event. 2 fights to go after this one.
So, Dylan, no, Ryan Driscoll has not fought yet.
Butterflies mean a lot to the ones laughing.
Justice Meeks in the black, Aaron Gabbard in the white trunks.
Good toss.
Aaron Gabbard with the hip toss, and he's
trying on top.
Right into mount against the cage. Gabbard is maintaining the mount position, and he is doing some hammer fists down. Now he's got the back, and he's showering some hammer fists between his attempts at a attack from the back. Arm in triangle for Aaron Gabbard does not look like a very comfortable position for Justice Meeks. Arm in triangle can be a very, very painful position to be on the receiving end of.
Gabbard all over Meeks early in the first round. 1 minute as we go through. Now
Meeks with a very impressive resiliency from that arm in triangle, and now he's on top. Gabbard using his legs, using his jiu-jitsu to keep distance from Justice Meeks against the cage. And now he's got the arm bar.
Yeah.
Wow. Action-packed beginning round to this fight between Justice Meeks and Aaron Gabbard. Meeks, does he have the arm in the correct position?
Ooh, looks painful on Meeks' end.
Aaron Gabbard is still sticking with the arm bar. Difficult to tell. You don't know, maybe that Meeks' arm is broken and he's sticking through it.
You don't know. It's hard to see from this position. Gabbard.
Meeks is determined not to tap, Gary.
He is not tapping.
A minute 13 left in the first round, and he did tap. I'm hoping Justice Meeks is all right. A little bit of trash talk immediately after the fight. Difficult to tell from right here if Justice Meeks' arm is broken. It looks like he's all right to me. Aaron Gabbard not shying away from yapping at the corner of Justice Meeks.
Do we see Dalton Coleman, Aaron Gabbard? What's the weight here? 140? Probably not.
What? No, 170. Dalton Coleman's 170. That's the same weight class.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's next.
So another local matchup, another Billy Scott's catch wrestling.
Can we get that? Can we go ahead and sign that tonight?
I don't think we'll get to see it tonight.
Aaron Gabbard impressive, though. You got to give it up to Aaron Gabbard.
Yeah, he had the
That's
nice
2
attempt.
in a row that he's been impressive in.
Good ground game. Attempt at the arm-in triangle and ended up winning via the crafty armbar. Cole Glover chiming in. Butterflies mean a lot, especially to people losing their family. Please be considerate of that, Gary.
I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, maybe you should have looked into it first.
I didn't.
Very big victory for Aaron Gabbard. Good show of sportsmanship between Aaron Gabbard and Justice Meeks inside the cage. A little bit of animosity between Gabbard and the corner of Justice Meeks.
Coleman, yeah.
Dalton Coleman. Dalton Wild Boy Coleman with the the victory earlier tonight and the yapping between Aaron Gabbard and Dalton Wildboy Coleman. We'll see if that fight happens in the future on a Hard Rock card.
Billy Scott, my training partners, family and friends, come out and everybody supports the local MMA. Thanks.
Talk about an organic feel. This is a Hard Rock MMA card here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. A couple of local fighters. Aaron Gabbard grabbing the mic, giving a shout out to his coach, to the local support. And you see the crowd going wild for him in the cage.
Absolutely. This is our co-main event of the night, Ely John Candu versus Jason Herring.
Also, you have to make me a promise not to get pissed if I don't call your name for the second t-shirt. Promise?
Listen, we're giving out T-shirts, we're throwing Frisbees. We got this, man. You need to be here. Like, I'm sure it's great to listen to us and watch this.
Our humor alone. Even if there was no fights, people would want to watch this.
Yeah.
Herring with the big boxing gloves in his photo.
Looks so serious. 1-0.
Those are definitely 16-ounce gloves, aren't they?
I didn't weigh them, but I'll take your word for it.
Those are big gloves.
And I really hope that one cute bartender's still there. He was awesome.
He was awesome. Jason Weinel with the
Weinel,
I'm sorry, with the great comedy tonight to keep the crowd engaged. Very active crowd tonight here at the Sloan Convention Center in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Absolutely.
A lot of dancing, a lot of fun. Open bar, Gary?
I mean, you got to pay for it, but yeah, it's open.
Not an open bar, a cash bar, if you will. Cash bar.
Ely John Candu coming out of 4 seasons in Lexington, Kentucky. Just a physical specimen, man. He is shredded. Do you know this song?
I do not. Doesn't sound bad. Not familiar with it.
See Derek Smith, former Hard Rock MMA champion, in the back. And here comes Ely John. Eli Medford coming out, was scheduled to fight tonight, but it's just how it goes, you know? Like, sometimes fights just don't happen. We talked earlier about Kentucky black belts. There is the one and only Mike O'Donnell. Look at the traps on Ely John. Like, for real. He's doing some shrugs. Ely John.
Ely John in the blue trunks will be fighting out of the red corner.
He's got a 12-pack. Like,
He
he's coming half a case deep in here.
He looks great.
If you are tuned in on Facebook, YouTube, however you found us, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Gary Thomas, Kelly Patrick. This stream is brought to you by B2 Digital. It's live and free, and we love you for being here. Thank you so much. Jason Herring from Harvey's Gym. And he's coming out of some Taylor Swift.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
I like it. I like the lightheartedness.
So you're big on the lightheartedness when it comes to the intro music.
Yeah.
Not so much on the butterfly tattoo.
Why are you bringing up old stuff? Well, I thought we put the butterflies in there.
I'm not past
I'm trying to be respectful.
I'm not past it.
Okay,
Apparently not.
listen, Cole Glover knows our intention. He knows we love him. We're going to show respect to that. I know you know the words to this song. You have a daughter.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. My son and my daughter. Is that?
I don't think so. I don't know what that is. Probably.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this contest is in the 155-pound weight division. Introducing first, fighting out
Robert
of the
Woodside,
red corner,
OMG, dude. Taylor Swift.
157
Hey,
pounds,
confident, go with it.
4 seasons from Lexington, Kentucky, Ely John Candu.
Told you it was Ellie John.
And introducing
Your B2 Digital Teletape, Ely John Candu, 4-5, weighing in 155 pounds. Jason Herring, 1-0, 155 pounds. Lexington, Kentucky versus Franklin, Kentucky. This is your Main event of the evening. Lots of crowd support for Jason Herring.
Jason Herring out of the blue corner with the black trunks. Ellie John out of the red corner with the blue trunks.
There's Rachel.
Tonight's stream brought to you by B2 Digital, trading at BTDG. We appreciate everyone tuning in tonight.
That's right.
Hardrock MMA
What's up, Joe
94.
Hess?
Rob Mooney, the third man in the cage.
Touch the gloves, and here we go. Herring throwing the jabs out, trying to find some distance, getting his range. Ely John just kind of letting it go.
Herring with the tie trunks. The tie approach thus far.
He's being active with his hands. Ely
Wow.
John lands a nice shot to the body.
Look like a counter from Herring, too.
Herring being super active, throwing those jabs out. Big overhand right from Ely John. Presses Herring up against the cage. Going for the tap. Oh, big slam! That'll get the crowd going.
Ellie John with the side control. Against the cage, Jason Herring looking to avoid allowing Ellie John to improve his position.
We're at the halfway point of the first round. Yeah, I think that slam's edging out Ely John on the judges' scorecards right now.
Really depends on the judge almost.
It's the bulk of the action so far of the round. Ely John still on side control.
Ellie John going for the mount into the half guard of Jason Herring. Ellie John is looking to rain down some hammer fists and some strikes. Jason Herring able to put Ellie John into full guard. Doing the best he can to really hold on and minimize the damage from Ellie John on the top right now. Ellie John is wanting to posture up and to capitalize on his top position. Jason Herring with a high guard. Looks almost as if Ellie John is going to stand up to try to break the guard of Herring.
10 seconds left to go here in your first round. Really, the second half's been all Ely John can do.
Yes.
And there you have it.
Got to say Ely John won the first round. Good sportsmanship, helping Jason Herring up. Really, Ely John controlled the round. I'd say certainly won the round. Jason Herring did a good job of employing his guard to minimize the damage from Ely John, who had the top position.
Absolutely.
Could have been an early stoppage to that fight. Herring did a good job of staying alive.
Absolutely.
First round goes to Ely John.
Survive and adapt. Hardrock MMA 94, Sloan Convention Center is where we're at tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. All the comments tonight, we love it.
Give it up for Morgan. And if you look, there is a number 2 on
Morgan.
her head.
Poor Morgan. You remember we did this a couple shows ago?
Oh, I do.
Nobody cheered for her.
And you know, the worst part of it was...
And we pointed that out every time.
I mean, you pointed it out every time.
I did.
You did.
I did.
But she's getting a lot more support
She
tonight, so
is.
good for her.
She is. She looks a little cold. She's covering up now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
right.
Round number 2, Elijah K-Do and Jason.
Round number 2. Rob Mooney waiting on the cage door to lock, and it is blue, red. Here we go. Herring in the B2 Digital blue corner comes out, still throwing those jabs, looking for that range. Excuse me. Ely John comes through. Look at that slick transition from Tim Bryant over here. Nothing but the best. Ooh! Oh my Lord! Oh Lord! That's a highlight reel. Got it. Wow is right, fellas. That's a big hit, big knockout here. Wow. Amazing. Amazing.
After probably losing the first round, Jason Herring coming through with the big highlight reel, spectacular knockout.
That's right. That's a sleeper. Ely John still down. The crowd is on its feet, though. Wow. Can we do a replay, Tim? No replay.
Be sure to visit bluegrassmma.com, where they'll have a couple different angles on that knockout for you. Once again, bluegrassmma.com. We'll have a
The
couple
exclusive
different angles.
clip, it's for sale right now. We'll still send that out. Did I just hear keep your, yeah, well, oh my is right, Ricky. Oh my. He just now woke up? Wow. Definitely concerned for Ely John right now.
Our man Juan Valley working feverishly
To get the video up.
Writing down on a piece of paper his email address. I had already texted it to him.
Yeah.
He hadn't checked his phone. But we got some good angles on the knockout. Certainly hope Ely John is doing all right.
Absolutely. Which one of y'all just kicked me? Yeah. We're working on getting the replay up, guys. Can you show it off his phone? Put Kelly's Snapchat up here. Let's see if we can watch this. This is the knockout of the night. Boom. R. Kelly Dugan 20 on Snapchat if you want to.
Please don't
watch it on loop.
Don't.
Wow. Wow. Thumbs up, bro.
In all seriousness, hope the best for Ely John.
Got the slow-mo action. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, wow. And you see much respect from the crowd here. Rick, you're right. That was just perfect execution of that kick. Hit him right on the button, which we see.
Styles make fights, and what we saw there was a hell of a fight. Ely John winning the first round. Jason Herring sticking with, as I said early, he's got the tie trunks on. He stuck with his traditional tie approach.
He came with that. Impressive victory for. Huh. Yeah, just make it up as you go, Brandon. What a knockout. Would you say a top 10 knockout in Hardrock MMA history? For sure, yeah. But yeah, very, I mean, just right like that. You see Ely John now. Wow.
Ely John, able to stand. Great to see that he's doing all right. At least able to.
Round number 2, your winner by knockout, Jason Herring.
In hindsight, Gary, how impressive is it that Jason Herring was able to utilize his guard against the cage in the first round to stay alive?
Absolutely.
We said that. Is you got to stay alive. You got to get out of the round. If you're losing a round, the mature, experienced fighter will manage to stay alive, make it to the next round, and you never know what'll happen. And we saw him do just that.
I'm not screaming my own name, even though it's my name. I thought everyone was screaming for me. I'm like, I'm doing great. But wow. Thank you. Wow. Give it up for Jason. Don't go nowhere. We've got a couple people here. Do you want to thank any of them?
I'd like to thank my coaches and my friends and family that came out, my training partners. Man, I want to thank my opponent for coming out here, being very game. He's tough as nails. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the show.
There you go.
Very classy way to handle a big knockout victory by Jason Herring of Harvey's in that co-main event, 155-pound.
Cue the Taylor Swift.
Cue the Taylor Swift. You know, he came out to Taylor Swift, and he is leaving the cage to Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
In between, what happened is he won via spectacular knockout. We heard it from the man Brandon Hardrock Higdon himself. What did he say? One of the top 5 knockouts in the history of the promotion.
Ely John will never want to hear Taylor Swift again. You're right, Jeremiah. Probably not.
We are going to drink a mighty
After party tonight. If you're in Bowling Green, you didn't come out here. Shame on you. You can still join us. Dublin's Irish Pub for the after party.
You won the second shirt.
You don't drink anymore, though, do you?
I've drank a couple times lately. I'm not drinking tonight. I've got a show from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. back in Louisville.
Shameless plug.
Tomorrow morning, 96.1
You ever
FM.
invite me on anymore? Or
You
anything?
can come in. Come on. You can come on tomorrow morning.
I don't want to. I want to sleep.
In all seriousness, next time a show is in Shepherdsville or Louisville, I was telling Juan too. You both come in. Did that just
I like
cheap?
the studio.
Did that just cheapen it? That I
I
included?
feel
one?
like I guilted you. No, I just feel like I guilted you to the end.
No, in all seriousness, even over the phone, we should have you on.
A little Skype action.
I mean, nothing wrong with doing that tomorrow morning. Heck of a card tonight.
I plan on going to Dublin's Irish Pub, son. What's going on? I
Gary,
gotta
you're not gonna.
I'm
You
staying
don't
here
drink.
tonight.
You're not. Don't
I'm
try
good
to
for like
pl-
twice a year. Like twice a year.
Twice a year, we really let loose. Will this be one of those nights?
Nothing since New Year's. So,
No
yeah.
drinking?
I haven't. No.
Since New Year's?
Since New Year's.
Okay, so almost a year.
Pretty close.
Are you letting loose tonight?
Tonight's
Seriously?
it's on like Donkey Kong.
Wow. What's that mean? How many drinks?
I really don't know my tolerance right now.
Okay.
Maybe 3.
Okay,
4.
seriously?
I don't know. All right, this is our main event of the evening. I feel like my voice just cracked.
I remember that's happened. Not the first time.
Yeah. Ryan Driscoll representing Bushido coming out. Your main event, 3 3-minute rounds in the Hardrock MMA cage. This is in your welterweight division.
Look, you know what's cool is I just see Chris Kinman just added me. So what I got, I was able to record that knockout on my Snapchat. I just happened to catch the knockout with the best angle. And we had it on the free stream via B2 Digital, trading at BTDG.
That's right.
And now I'm having people add me on Snapchat.
I'm going to switch over to YouTube here, see if we got any comments on YouTube.
And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner, Ricky Jones Jr.
Oh, I feel so bad for not looking at YouTube.
We missing out on some comments?
We're missing out on some comments on YouTube. Guys, I'm so sorry.
Any of them compliment?
Julia Zekas, shout out. Just had surgery or would be here this morning, Smiths Grove. Julia, I hope you're getting better. Rhonda Huntley says hi from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Got Cole Glover saying Ryan Driscoll looks better than ever for this fight. Jeremiah Robertson saying, yes, I am biased on this one, but make us proud, Ryan Driscoll. Been a great card thus far. What we have here is the main event. Ricky Jones Jr., 7-7, against Ryan Driscoll, 7-7.
Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 170 pounds, representing Team Bushido from Mayfield, Kentucky, Ryan Die Hard Driscoll.
Real quick, our next event, December 9th.
Digital blue corner, weighing in at 171 pounds, representing BG Beatdown from Bowling Green,
Northern Kentucky Convention Center in Covington, Kentucky. Hardrock MMA 95. Robert Curtolo says this fight's going to be a war. I agree. Robert, thanks for tuning in.
Ricky Jones Jr. in the red trunks, fighting out of the blue corner. Ryan Driscoll in the black trunks, fighting out of the red corner. Third man in the cage, Rob Mooney, for tonight's main event. Touch of gloves at the center.
Here we go, your main event of the evening, Hardrock MMA 94. Driscoll comes out.
Ricky Jones Jr. with the big takedown to start right into side control, trying to better his position. And Driscoll able to recover, getting to half guard, tying up the arms of Ricky Jones Jr. Jr. on the top.
Driscoll staying calm there. Ricky Jones Jr. Oh, Driscoll tries to get the reverse. Scrambles.
Hell yeah, let's go. Let them hands go, baby. Let them hands go. There you go.
Driscoll throws out the kick. Filling out process still going on here.
Oh, Driscoll with the big knee attempt. Looks like Ricky Jones Jr. did a good job of avoiding too much damage on that. Ricky Jones with Driscoll against the cage. Connecting on a couple lefts to the head of Driscoll. Foot stomps are an underrated part of the action in this type of...
I love foot stomps. I love when people deploy those in fights. See a good shot of our crowd here in Bowling Green.
Ricky
Knees
Jones
coming
Jr.
from
with
Ricky Jones Jr.
the nice knees to the midsection of Ryan Driscoll.
If you've stuck around this long, we are very much appreciative of your support of Hardrock MMA and this live stream brought to you by B2 Digital. Ricky Jones Jr. in the red trunks. Ryan Driscoll is back against the cage. Here the corner of Ricky Jones. Josh Johnson throwing out instructions from across the cage. Knee from Driscoll. About 20 seconds left here in the first round.
Ricky Jones Jr. with the very nice takedown. Right into side control. Almost a Casey Katama type position. Can Ricky Jones Jr. better his position? Take the back.
And that's the end of round number one of your main event with Ryan.
I I'd say with those 2 takedowns in the action, give that round to Ricky Jones Jr., but sure. Great fight so far. 2 more rounds to go. Hard Rock MMA 94, main event action. Gary Thomas here with
Kelly Patrick.
Yeah.
Appreciate everyone tuning in to the live stream. Brought to you by B2 Digital, trading at BTDG. We got a couple viewers at home. We have Caitlin and Johnny are watching the live stream. We appreciate your support, Caitlin and Johnny. Ryan Driscoll versus Ricky Jones Jr. A matchup of 2 7-7 amateurs here in the main event of Hard Rock MMA 94.
Follow us on Facebook at Hard Rock MMA, on Instagram at Hard Rock MMA, and also there's rumor we have a Twitter account at Hard Rock MMA. So follow us and get our
December 9th in Covington is the next event.
Then we kick off the new year in Shepherdsville. On to Lexington, on to this very spot in April.
Main event right now with Ryan Driscoll and Ricky Jones Jr. Come on, Bowling Green.
Round number 2, here we go. Driscoll leads with the kick.
Thomas Scholl saying Junior looks way stronger.
You know, Ricky fought a lot of his fights at 155 pounds. Told me he was up over 200 pounds before getting in fight camp. Driscoll put together
with
some
a very
combinations.
aggressive
And a big
attack.
takedown by Ricky Jones Jr. to neutralize
Junior
that.
has the takedowns working tonight.
He does. Driscoll looks impressive with those combinations, though.
Driscoll trying the creative high guard.
Ricky Jones doing his best with the takedown, controlling the fight. Minute 35 left in the second round here. Driscoll trying to escape, coming up.
Now Ricky Jones Jr. going for the
and there's the
guillotine.
tap.
Wow.
That's it. That is it.
Ricky Jones Jr. moving to 8-7, where Ryan Driscoll falls to 7-8.
Yep.
Nice replay by our man Tim Bryan, Matt McCarthy.
Waiting for Jason Wynell to close this show out. Kelly Patrick, what a pleasure.
It was. Great night of action
Ladies and gentlemen,
from the Sloan Convention Center here in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Of round number 2, your winner, tap out via guillotine, Ricky Jones Jr.
Overall tonight, a great all-amateur card here put together by Hard Rock MMA. Fans definitely got their money's worth. I had a great time, Kelly.
Yeah, always a blast for Hard
So
Rock
all
MMA.
you tune in on, apologize to the comments on YouTube. Completely ignored the live chat there.
We do appreciate your interaction and you getting involved with the free streams brought to you by B2 Digital, trading at BTDG. Ricky Jones Jr. getting the microphone.
Hey, one thing everybody came out for me, all my coaches, boxing gym, jiu-jitsu, appreciate all y'all coming out.
Folks, give it up, your winner, Ricky Jones
Ricky Jones Jr. in the main event.
Thank you, everybody. Please drive home safe. Don't forget to set your clocks back tonight.
Don't forget to set your clocks back, Kelly Patrick. You get extra hour of sleep tonight for the show.
Yeah, I got to drive back to Louisville, so I'll need that extra hour.
Better you than me. We're back December 9th, Northern Kentucky Convention Center. Be sure to like us on Facebook, Hard Rock MMA, on Instagram, Hardrock MMA, on Twitter, Hardrock MMA. I'm Gary Thomas.
Kelly Patrick.
That's a wrap.